see that fight between Tim Bradley and Ruslan I'm not going to even try to
I'll
pronounce
say,
that man's
okay,
name.
now I got you. It's Ruslan Provodnikov.
I'm going to just call him Russ.
Right, you're Russ.
Russ did his thing, man.
He did do his thing. But like I said, I was talking to Cyclonus Walker about this earlier today, and we discussed it, and I was saying that how, Bradley was getting handled, man. He was getting rocked from time to time. But the thing that I understand is that Russ kind of stopped, his momentum when he had him. I guess maybe he was getting winded, supposedly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of let Bradley back. Bradley refused. He refused to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He took a hell of he took a pounding. I'm not gonna front. Those 4 rounds that Ruslan, won.
Mm-hmm.
He took some shots, Bradley. You know what I'm saying? But to his credit, he refused to bow out, man. He refused. He kept fighting, And as Cyclonus said, it was like Bradley had the spirit of Rocky Balboa, doing one of them Rocky fights, and I gotta agree. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, okay. So, but my thing about Bradley, and I said this before, man, is the fact. See, Ring Russ is a mother freaker. You understand?
Yeah.
Ring Russ is a mother freaker. Stop, Tim, if you're listening, or if you're people, please stay active in the ring. Stop taking 6 months, 7 months, 8 months off after each fight. Stay active, man. This is what happens when you're inactive, folks. This is the possibility of what might happen. You might start getting handled by a Russian guy named Ruslan. Who I understand is a brawler.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a technical boxer. He's a brawler. You should have had a much easier time with that. But again, ring rust.
Well, also, you're not a slugger. You're not a brawler, Tim. Why?
Yeah.
You know what happened? Tim listened to the blogs. Tim was on YouTube. Tim read the newspapers. He read the magazines. He listened to Max Kellerman and them, and they was like, "Oh, Tim's boring. He needs to get in there and get in the center of the ring." And Tim, that's not you.
Right.
You're not a brawler. You are a boxer.
I mean, I do agree with the fact that he's boring. You know what I'm saying? But for a different reason. I believe to me, at least in my opinion, he's boring because he don't fight enough.
Yeah.
That's just me. Like I said, you ain't gotta agree with me, whatever. You call me names, I don't give a shit. But to me, he's boring because he doesn't fight enough. He doesn't stay relevant. You understand?
That too. And yo, fight your fight. Fight the game plan that your trainers set out, that your team set out for you, because they were in the corner. Yo, what are you doing? And your point is proven. We see you got heart. You could bang with the brawlers, but don't do that again in the ring.
Telling you, man.
You face somebody who can box a little, because Ruslan is slow, but he hits very, very hard.
Yeah. Well, he's a brawler. You know what I'm saying? He's slow, but just like you say, he hits very hard.
Had Tim fought somebody who was a little quicker, Tim might have been on Pacquiao time. They both would have been in the room.
He might have been
with the Jello sippy cup.
Yeah, he might have been on Dream Street or something. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about 1985, when I first started boxing and shaking, don't do that again, Tim.
Nah,
and it was an exciting fight. To the fans that
definitely
didn't get to witness it, they were shooting joints.
But again, just like you said, Timothy Bradley, stay in your lane. Don't become a slugger. you know, don't get into that habit, man. You know, otherwise, as Max said, you might find yourself in that Pacquiao pose. You know, the infamous one.